All right, welcome in AJ Let's Talk Sports. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Check out last month. We got 7 new subscribers, over 3,000 total views, and 990 minutes watched. So keep watching, keep subscribing, tell others, share this, like it, and here we go. Ohio State taking on Northwestern. Number 2 Ohio State is set to face Northwestern at Wrigley Field on Saturday, and that is going to be at noon. Ohio State enters a 28.5-point favorite, aiming to keep its national championship hopes alive. After a tough 1-point loss to number 1 ranked Oregon, the Buckeyes have bounced back with 3 straight wins, including a dominant 45-0 victory over Purdue. With the Big Ten title race still in play, Ohio State cannot afford to stumble against Northwestern, which is coming off a bye week following a 26-20 overtime victory at Purdue. So a key matchup in this game will be Ohio State's potent passing attack against Northwestern's struggling secondary. Now, quarterback Will Howard, he's been outstanding for the Buckeyes, ranking near the top nationally in both passing efficiency and completion percentage. He threw for 3 touchdowns, ran for another, and last week's blowout win. Northwestern, however, has one of the weakest pass defenses in the Big Ten. Though cornerback Theron Johnson is a standout with 10 passes defended, this will be a crucial test for the Wildcats defense. Now, Ohio State standout freshman wide receiver Jeremiah Smith will be a player to watch after breaking multiple school records for receptions, yards, and touchdowns by a freshman. Beat out Chris Carter, by the way. For Northwestern running back Joseph Hemon II could be a game changer, as he's coming off an impressive performance in which he scored 2 touchdowns, including 1 in overtime against Purdue. Now, historically, Ohio State has dominated this matchup, winning 10 straight games against Northwestern, and the Buckeyes defense, ranked number 1 nationally, will provide a significant challenge for the Wildcats. So, all right, checking out the over-under. We talked about the spread. The over-under is 43.5. It actually dropped from yesterday. It dropped from 44.5 to 43.5. They did cover Ohio State. Probably, I think this is the first time they actually covered a spread and went over all season long last week. I think they're going to do it again at Wrigley Field on the Big Ten Network. So check it out on the Big Ten Network. Cover the spread. Give me the monies. We got it. Now we're going to go to Utah. The Utes taking on Colorado. They will be in Colorado. Is it Boulder? I have to check. I'm guessing Boulder, but it's Folsom Field in Boulder. All right, I was right. Utah hasn't won a game in the past how many weeks? All the way going back through all November so far. It's the beginning of November. All October, haven't won a game. And then they lost to Arizona at home on the September 28th. They lost 23-10. So Utah doesn't look that great at all. And Colorado is ranked 17th. Sanders has over 2,800 passing yards and 25 touchdowns. And Hunter has almost 900 receiving yards so far this year. So I'm looking for Colorado to dominate in this one. At home, Colorado's favored by 11. Total over-under is 44.5. Give me Colorado, and they're going to win by at least 2 touchdowns. Count them. I got Colorado right last week. You listened to me this time. It's on Fox at noon, but don't watch it because watch the Big Ten Network for Ohio State. But anyway, flip it back and forth. Who cares? All right, we're going to Tulane and Navy. Navy, one of the best seasons so far that Navy has had in probably over 20 years. They're 7-2. This also is at noon. Tulane is ranked, and I don't know when the last time Tulane has been ranked, but Tulane is actually ranked, and they're actually favored against the Navy midshipmen, and the midshipmen are at home. And I believe they play in Annapolis, Maryland. That's correct. And the Tulane is actually, they're 8-2. They've won all the games in October and everything else. And Navy, they lost at Rice and versus Notre Dame, and Notre Dame destroyed them 51-14 back October 26th. Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium, $40 there. this Horvath guy, he can run, he can pass, so kind of watch out for him. And Heinrich has 556 yards receiving, but I am picking Navy. Actually, I'm just gonna pick them. I don't care. I was in a Navy. My sister's in Navy. Dad was in a Navy. All right, ESPN2, all at the same time. All these 3 games, switch them back and forth to do the trifecta quad freaking view on your TV if you can do that. But Tulane's favored by 7. Navy will win by 3. Over under is 50.5, and give me over. Oh, by the way, all these are over. By the way, I never pick under, but very, very rarely, like probably 1%. I pick under, but I'm all picking over. And then we're going Missouri. This is a SEC matchup on SEC Network. 4:15. It's going to be a big one. 2 ranked teams at the bottom of the barrel, 23 and 21. Missouri taking on South Carolina and South Carolina Gamecocks. I remember Dad used to always have a Gamecocks hat all the time. He'd always wear it because he said he wanted to retire down there. But anyways, Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. $83 for some tickets. Sellers has over 1,400 passing yards and 9 TD, 4 interception ratio. Sanders almost 700 rushing yards so far. But I think I picked the Gamecocks because if it's this close, but they're supposed to win by 14. But I'm going to go ahead and go with them. I think South Carolina is going to win, and they're going to win big at home. But the over-under is only 41.5, so that means Missouri's not going to have to score that much, maybe 7 points. And then South Carolina's going to have to score at least 21 or so. They have to get it in the over. But give me South Carolina. Gamecocks. And here's a big one. And this just happened. News just in this morning coming out of Tennessee versus Georgia game. It is going to be at Georgia on ABC tomorrow night at 7:30 and or ESPN Plus, whichever one you want to pick. The running back, Etienne, is out against Tennessee. The Georgia running back is out. So I'm anxious to see what the ESPN bet odds stats have moved up and down the over-under and the spread, because Etienne is not playing. And he is their top running back with 95 carries, 477 yards, and 7 touchdowns. And he's out. Get out of here. Get out of here, kid. So I wasn't going to pick Georgia anyway. But Georgia is favored by 9.5. That's a lot for not having your starting running back. So give me Tennessee all day, every day. Just the spread in itself. But I think Tennessee will go into Georgia and beat the Bulldogs and knock them out of playoff contention. And Tennessee will move up to what? 5th? At least top 5. Tennessee beating Georgia at Georgia will go into top 5. And that is the show. Remember, running back Etienne is out for Georgia. Love you guys. God bless. Tip the wagers.